Hey guys, thanks for those who gave advice on my last video, last thing issue with the naming, blah. It's sort of fixed for now, sorta. I mean, I'm not completely 100% great with Alessandro. Alec is my nickname of choice, obviously, but I've been talking to my parents. They really like the name Sandro. Yeah, and I don't. So, excuse me. They were like, just keep Alessandro. What's the problem? You like it. I think it suits. We think it suits you. My friends seem to think it suits me too. But alright, if y'all say so. Well, my primary concern was mostly just that I didn't think it was very me. And if people tell me it's very me, then okay, it's me. So we're fine on that front. Recently, my group and my local group, we've been we're organizing a workshop, a set of workshops. The first one being a general workshop about sexual orientation and gender identity. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool for me to be thinking that I'm working to do like actual things, like I reserved the venue and everything, and I think I'm supposed to make a poster, but we can't sort of agree on some of the details just yet, and it's in 4 days, 3 days, yes, and I'm kind of let down though, because a lot of the group is saying no, they don't want to go, I mean they can't go, but if it's a party, you guys will go whenever, right? Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of times a lot of people don't put as much importance on things I think should be held in higher regard. But then, to be fair, I understand most guys don't really want to do any whole serious blah blah. They just want to have fun. They just want to. It's just a tiny bit annoying. Anyway, if I look under the weather or whatever, it's because I have cat aid. No, I'm just kidding. If any of you watch Simon Amstel, there's a joke about cat AIDS in this stand-up. Terrible scratches, can you see? Yes. Because my cat's been sort of freaking out lately, I don't know what's up with him. Anyway. What else? I want to take this time out to talk about not representation, but there's been bit of an issue in our group recently, because there are these members, there are these people who want to join, and they say they identify as trans men. They're trans, they're men. Yet a few members of the group have a problem with letting them join, because they frequently participate in butch pageants. As I was not really aware of what went on in these things. They're basically just sort of beauty pageants, except the contestants have to be butch, and as far as I can tell, the manlier you look, the better, and that's really what's being judged here, your handsomeness. But, this is a contest for butch lesbians. As a trans man, as a man of any kind, I don't think it would feel right to join a pageant that was meant for women. I mean, it just doesn't feel right. Some people are saying that the reason they join these competitions is because they need money, and they're hard up on cash, and this is a source of income for them. But I have a bit of problems believing that, because this cannot be steady income. And there's no there's no surefire chance of you winning, right? So I can't really see that as an excuse. And you can say, oh, it makes you happy, and as great as that is, as much as I want to encourage doing things that make you happy, letting you do what you want to do, there is a real problem here, because especially in my country, no one knows what trans is. The trans ladies who have been around for ages, they fight so hard to distinguish themselves, for people to know that there is a difference between transgender, transsexual women and effeminate cross-dressing gay men. but I don't know what they do with that, because I'm aware some of the members of the ladies group still join beauty pageants that are meant for men. But I don't know, maybe it's inclusive of both trans women and homosexual men, but I really don't know. But that's their thing, and if I don't know what their stance is on that in their group, but in our group I don't want to allow this. I'm admin, you see, so sort of have a bit of power, just a little bit. But yes, some of our group members have expressed discomfort with having these members join these things, because they have a hard time getting others to believe in what they say. I mean, not believe, to understand what transgender is. And here are these allegedly trans men parading around as if they're lesbians, butch lesbians, when it suits them. It's like I don't see this as helpful in any way to our group. I don't. But the thing is, I want to allow these guys into the group. I just wish they would stop doing this pageant thing. I want to allow them because, for them to see what other people feel about this. If we just tell them, no, you're not allowed, no, they're gonna keep doing it. And if they identify as men, they're gonna keep doing it. I know there are two blokes in question right now, and I'm not sure, but I know one of them is on T. And I think that's a little unfair, don't you? For you to be joining a contest for Butch Lesbians, where the objective is to look as good-lookingly masculine as you can, and you're on T. We also have a lot of problems within our community, within the country, about Butch Lesbians thinking being transgender is nothing more than taking testosterone, taking hormones. And they think you're still, a lot of, we've gotten applicants who are like, oh, we're Butch Lesbians, yeah, we want to be trans men. And they're like, yeah, but, we're pretending, we dress, we act, we look like we're men, but we're still lesbians. And it's like, there becomes a distinction where some people think there is no difference between a butch lesbian and a trans man than testosterone and hormones. I think that's a real problem. I think it's a really great disservice to our community. Disservice, it causes a lot of problems for us, because it's like, people need to know we're not just butch lesbians that you took it up to another level. Hell, I have never identified as a lesbian, ever. I am gay. If people think we're nothing more than butch lesbians, well, they'll be shocked. I mean, members have expressed their concern because people have gone up to them and go, no, you're just a lesbian. It's an issue. We want people to take us seriously. We want people to respect us for who we are. And how can they do that if they don't really understand who we are? If they can't distinguish us from another group of people? No respect to butch lesbians. I feel like anyone, regardless of your gender, should be able to look and dress the way you like. But there's a difference. You want to look like a man, yet you feel comfortable as a woman. We are men. We're not born in the body we desire. There's a difference. Not all trans men want to look super masculine. I don't really want to look super masculine. Oh, it depends. Sometimes I want to look like Gary Barlow. Sometimes I want to look like Mark Owen. Looking like anyone from Take That would be fine. Just not Robbie Williams. I hate Robbie Williams. Point being, I don't know. There seems to be this divide that people think it's some of them. There are a few members. A majority of the members don't want these guys joining competitions if they identify as trans, and I can see why. But there are other members who think, oh, it's a free country, they should be allowed to do whatever they like, and it's their thing. It doesn't affect us. But the reality is, it does affect us. It does. It is a problem for us, because whether they like it or not, whether they go around saying, oh, we're not representing the community, if you are the only example people can look to, of course they're going to see you as what they see of you is going to shape their view of what they see of the rest of us, because they've never met the rest of us. What they see is you. So, it's like, I'm not saying you shouldn't hang around with your butch friends, with your if you grew up thinking you are a butch lesbian and you hang around lesbians and all your friends are lesbians, that's great. Continue doing that. It's like, go ahead. I'm not telling you to stop being friends with these people, but you're joining a pageant. You are putting yourself in the spotlight. You're sort of becoming a semi-public figure by joining these things. You're put in the public eye. People look at you, and when people look at you and they go, oh, that person says they are a trans man. What's a trans man? I don't know. Maybe they're just like lesbians because he's in a lesbian competition. They're in a butch lesbian competition. It's a problem. Whether or not they intend it to be, it is a problem. I mean, if you were a trans man and you happen to be gay and you wanted to join a gay pageant or gay whatever, if it were meant for men, go right ahead. If I were good looking and could join one of those pageant things, go right ahead, because you're still a man. You're a man, you belong there. These pageants are for women. Even if I want to wonder, how are you not bothered by this? How are you not bothered by the fact that you are a man entering a competition meant for women? Especially when, you feel like your identity is that you are a man. If you were genderqueer, then if you wanted to join, then by all means, because genderqueer is a lot of things. You could want to, you could still think yourself one way or another. But no, you're specifically identifying as a man. You're not a gender dual, what it calls, two-spirit? No, two-spirit is only for Native Americans. Bi-gender, it's genderqueer, neither, both at the same time. No, you are specifically saying you are a man. You're a trans man, trans masculine, whatever. You're there. You're on this side. It's meant for this side of the spectrum. I just think it's really harmful to the lots of us. I don't know. If anyone can give comments, you think, I'm not being... If you think I'm not sensitive to their plight of needing money or whatever, or you think, people should have the right to do what they want, or if you want to agree with me or whatever, just whatever, excuse me. It's sort of really frustrating me right now, but, I don't want to push my opinions on the other guys, but it's a pretty clear-cut situation if you ask me. We are getting harmed by this. We are not, maybe not physically, but our identity is in question here. So, yeah, just rant about whatever. So, next time,